YouTube, what's going on? It's your man Meite, and I'm back here for another episode of Training to Win. And today I thought it'd be a good opportunity to show you guys what I've been up to in my off season, because a couple of people have been asking me, so what does off season look like? What does it even mean? And things like that. So just to give you an idea, as far as training is concerned, actually it doesn't look that different to when I'm getting ready for a show. For the most part, the biggest difference is going to be nutrition. So I'm in a calorie surplus, meaning I'm eating way more food than I actually need. So I'm happily getting fat. Well, not too fat, just kind of, you gotta strike that balance. But the main difference is that I've got a hell of a lot more energy to train, to lift a heavy, and that makes a huge difference in terms of how much muscle I can gain. So today I trained chest mainly, and I did a little bit of arms after that. I was with my main man Dan, that I haven't seen in a little while, so he was the one filming today. So thank you, Dan, for filming, and let's get the show on the road. So we kicked off this workout with an incline dumbbell press, and for those of you who've seen me train or who know me, you'll know that I always pretty much start with a compound movement. That's the one that uses more than one joint at the same time, or more than one muscle, to kick off my workout. Why? Well, mainly because that's the time that I've got the most energy. So I'm not going to go and do an incline dumbbell press at the end of my workout where I've literally got no energy left. That just doesn't make any sense to me anyway. I know that some people do it that way, but for me it just doesn't work, and it just makes the most sense to do the hardest thing first. And that kind of applies to most exercises that you're going to do. So if you're going to do legs, it kind of makes sense to do squats first, or if you're going to do back, maybe a deadlift or bent over barbell row or dumbbell row, something like that. But yeah, a lot more incline movements in my program right now on chest, just because I've noticed that my incline, that my upper chest rather, is lagging. It's looking a little flat compared to other competitors that I was up against last year up on stage, and I really think it needs to come up. So I've been focusing a lot on incline movements this time of my off season, and hopefully that's going to pay off. So next up we had some chest dips, and I don't know if you just saw that, but I was trying to adjust the dumbbell in between my legs because I didn't have my weight belt with me. So generally I'm actually lifting a little bit heavier for about 8 reps. This time I had to do 12 just because the 30 kilo dumbbell would have been just too heavy for me to hold between my legs. So I kind of had to make do with 20 kilos and just rep it out for 12. Arguably this is a tricep exercise, or more tricep dominant rather. So what I try to do to hit my chest is just have a slight forward lean, and you'll find that actually you get a little bit more chest activation doing it that way. So that's what we did. So next up I went on to do some cable scoops, and I really like this exercise. I feel like I can get a really good squeeze out of this, and by the time I got to it I was already feeling pretty pumped from all the dumbbell presses and the dips. For the most part with this one, I tried to make a real effort not to use my shoulders too much or my back, and really just focus on getting a nice contraction at the top of the move. So yeah, this one is really good. And I think you'll be surprised to hear that actually the cable scoop is an upper chest exercise. So even though most people will feel it kind of in the lower chest or even the center of your pecs, kind of, you know, when you've got that little gap, actually you get a lot of upper chest activation in this exercise if you do it correctly. So have a go. We then went on to do some regular cable flies just to hit the chest from a slightly different angle, and by that point I was actually pretty tired, so the main focus wasn't so much on the weight as it was on the movement. I was really trying to focus again on getting a nice contraction at the top of the move, getting a big stretch at the bottom, and that was pretty much that. So I finished off the workout with a superset on arms, starting with a tricep pushdown. I don't actually work my arms very much, and I'm pretty sure that's as much arm training as I get during the whole week. Just 3 sets of tricep pushdowns followed by 3 sets of cable curls, and that's as far as it goes as far as my arms are concerned, just because they seem to be really responsive to compound movements like bent over rows and chin ups, pull downs, that kind of stuff. So my biceps and triceps just kick in whatever I do. So that's why I can get away with doing maybe a little bit less direct arm training like some people do. That said, if you feel like your arms are lagging, you're more than welcome to work your arms a little bit more. But in my case, man, I'll just stick to maybe a couple of exercises. I might work on them a little bit more if I decide to go into bodybuilding, but for the time being, as far as men's physique is concerned, my arms are just about big enough. I think if it got bigger, they'll probably look a little overpowering in comparison to my chest and my shoulders. I gotta admit, whilst I was filming, I was actually really impressed by Dan's arms right here. He's got really nice long bicep head, and the triceps look pretty good, and he doesn't train his arms very much. So I've been trying to get him to get on stage for a little while, but I don't know, I guess he's not interested. He doesn't want to diet. I can't blame him. So that's it, guys. That was my chest day / arms day. If you like what I do, if you want to see more of that, feel free to leave a comment below. Don't forget to like my channel, subscribe. I meant to say subscribe. Like the video, and hopefully I'll see you in the next episode, guys. Peace out.